You're mid-sentence on an important video call when your screen freezes, or maybe you're downloading a huge file and with just minutes left, the progress bar grinds to a halt. You glance at your iPhone and see the culprit. It has, yet again, decided to connect to that painfully slow one-bar Wi-Fi from the coffee shop downstairs. That one little automatic connection just brought your whole day to a screeching halt. We've all been there. It really feels like your iPhone has a mind of its own, and it seems to choose the worst possible network at the worst possible time. But what if you could put a stop to this for good? What if a simple setting, just a few taps away, could give you back complete control? This isn't just about stopping a minor headache. This is about finally mastering your iPhone's network behavior so your connection is always fast, reliable, and secure. Your phone should be your partner, not a rogue agent working against you. In this video, we're going to go way beyond a single toggle switch. I'll not only show you how to stop your phone from latching onto that one slow network, but I'll also pull back the curtain on the hidden settings and pro tricks that will make you the undisputed boss of your iPhone's connections. We'll cover everything from managing public networks to fine-tuning hotspot connections, and even activating key security features that shield your data from prying eyes. By the end of this, you'll have a full toolkit to make your iPhone connect exactly how you want, when you want, every single time.
Let's start with the most common problem. That one rogue network your iPhone just can't get enough of. Maybe it's the free Wi-Fi from a nearby shop that's too slow to load a web page, or an old router you've since upgraded. Thankfully, telling your iPhone to knock it off is incredibly simple. First, let's deal with the network you're on right now. Open the Settings app and tap on Wi-Fi. You'll see your current network at the top with a blue checkmark. To the right of the network name, tap that little blue circle with an I in it. That's the Info button. On this screen, look for the Auto Join toggle. If it's green, it's on. Just tap it. It'll flip from green to gray, and just like that, Auto Join is off for this network. That's it. Your iPhone won't automatically connect to this network anymore. The password is still saved, so you can manually tap it in the Wi-Fi list if you ever need it, but the frustrating automatic switching is over. But what if you're not near the problem network? Say it's a network from a hotel you stayed at last month, and your phone still tries to connect whenever you walk by. No problem. You can manage these old networks just as easily. Head back to Settings, then Wi-Fi. In the top right corner, you'll see the word Edit. Go ahead and tap it. You might need to use your passcode, Face ID, or Touch ID. Once you do, you'll see a list of all the known networks your iPhone has ever connected to. Scroll through the list and find the network you want to break up with. Again, tap the blue eye icon next to its name. And just like before, tap the Auto Join toggle to turn it off. This is a fantastic way to do a little digital spring cleaning and prevent future connection headaches before they even start.
While you're on that network info screen, you'll see another big blue option, Forget this network. It's really important to know the difference between turning off auto join and forgetting a network entirely. Turning off auto join is like telling your iPhone, hey, remember this place, but don't go inside unless I specifically tell you to. The network and its password stay saved on your phone. This is perfect for networks you might use occasionally but don't want as your default, like a friend's house or a conference room at work. You get the convenience of not asking for the password again, but you get full control over when you connect. Choosing Forget this network is the nuclear option. It's like telling your iPhone to completely wipe its memory of that network. It deletes both the network name and its saved password from your device. If you have iCloud keychain enabled, this action may also remove it from your other Apple devices. This is the best choice for networks you never, ever want to use again. Think one-time hotel stays, that cafe you visited once, or an old home network you've replaced. Forgetting the network cleans up your known networks list and is just plain good security practice. So, to recap, use Auto Join off for networks you want to keep on standby, and use Forget this network for those you want to banish for good. Now that we've sorted out the networks you know, let's talk about the ones you don't.
We've all had that pop-up appear asking if we want to join some random unsecured network. While it can be helpful, it can also be annoying and a security risk if you accidentally tap join on a shady network. You have total control over this. Navigate back to the main Wi-Fi screen in Settings, Wi-Fi. Scroll down and tap on the option labeled Ask to Join Networks. Here, you've got 3 choices: Off, Notify, and Ask. Off. If you pick off, your iPhone will never bug you about joining new Wi-Fi networks. To join one, you have to go into Settings and manually pick it from the list. This gives you maximum control and is the most secure option as it prevents any accidental connections. Notify. Think of this as a quiet heads-up. Your iPhone won't show an intrusive pop-up. Instead, it will just let you know under the Other Networks list that there are available networks nearby. You still have to tap to join, but you get a subtle nudge. Ask. This is the default setting and the one that causes the pop-up window asking for your permission before connecting to a newly found network. For anyone who values security and control, setting this to off or notify is the way to go. It forces you to be intentional about the networks you join, which seriously cuts down the risk of connecting to a spoofed or unsecured public network without thinking. Personal hotspots are lifesavers, but your iPhone's habit of eagerly connecting to them can be a double-edged sword. If a friend's hotspot is on nearby, your phone might decide it's a better option than your own Wi-Fi, which can burn through their data and slow you down. Luckily, there's a global setting just for this. Go to Settings, Wi-Fi. Scroll all the way to the bottom and tap on Auto Join Hotspot. You'll see 3 options that tell your iPhone exactly how to behave around personal hotspots. Never. This is the ultimate lockdown. Your iPhone won't automatically join any personal hotspot, not even from your own devices. You'll always have to connect manually. Ask to Join is the perfect middle ground. When your iPhone spots a known hotspot, it will ask if you want to join. This stops unwanted connections, but keeps it easy to connect when you need to. Automatic. This is usually the default. Your iPhone will automatically connect to hotspots from devices signed into your iCloud account or ones you've used before, no questions asked. For most people, Ask to Join is the sweet spot. It prevents your phone from hopping onto a friend's hotspot without your say-so, saving you from slow speeds and them from surprise data charges. If you want to be 100% sure you're always the one initiating the connection, choose Never. Beyond managing connections, your iPhone has some seriously powerful tools to protect your privacy and security, especially on networks you don't control. Let's look at the most important ones. Private Wi-Fi address. Every device has a unique hardware ID called a MAC address. In the past, this was always visible, meaning a network owner, like an airport or coffee shop, could track how often your specific device connects, and in turn, track your physical movements over time. To fight this, Apple created the Private Wi-Fi address feature. When it's on, your iPhone shows a different randomized MAC address for each Wi-Fi network it joins. This makes it much harder for network operators to track your activity across different locations. Here's how to check it. Go to Settings, then Wi-Fi, and tap the eye icon next to any network. Look for the Private Wi-Fi address toggle. It should be on by default, and for your privacy, you should keep it that way, especially for public networks. iCloud Private Relay. If you subscribe to iCloud Plus, you have access to a feature called iCloud Private Relay. It's not quite a full VPN, but it's an amazing privacy tool for your web browsing in Safari. It works by sending your web traffic through 2 separate relays run by 2 different companies. One is Apple. The first relay hides your IP address from the second, and the second hides the website you're visiting from the first. The result? No single party, not even Apple, can see both who you are and where you're going online. It's a fantastic privacy layer for everyday browsing, but know its limits. It only works in Safari and doesn't protect traffic from other apps like email or social media. For that, you'd still want a full VPN. To turn it on, go to Settings, then Your Name, then iCloud. Tap on Private Relay and flip the switch on. Finally, let's wrap this all up into a simple security routine.
Think of it as a regular checkup for your iPhone's network health. 1. Audit and purge your known networks. Every few months, take 2 minutes to do a clean sweep. Go to Settings, Wi-Fi, Edit. Scroll through that list and ask yourself, do I still use this? Do I trust it? For any networks from old hotels, airports, or random cafes, just tap the red minus icon to delete them. This simple habit stops your phone from ever trying to auto-connect to a potentially spoofed network that has the same name. 2. Check your managed networks. While you're in that edit list, scroll to the very bottom. You might see a section called Managed Networks. These are often public Wi-Fi networks pushed to your device by your cell carrier to offload data traffic. While they're generally safe, you might not want your phone hopping on them without your permission. You can tap the eye icon next to these and turn off auto join for them too. 3. Use a VPN on public Wi-Fi. While Private Relay is great, a full virtual private network, VPN, is the gold standard for public Wi-Fi security. A trusted VPN service encrypts all the internet traffic leaving your device, not just Safari. It creates a secure, private tunnel to the internet, shielding your data from anyone snooping on that public network. Before you connect to any airport, hotel, or cafe Wi-Fi, make it a habit to turn on your VPN first. 4. Be skeptical of network names. Hackers can create malicious hotspots with names that look totally legit, a trick known as an evil twin attack. They might create a network called airport_free_Wi-Fi that looks identical to the official one. If you connect, they can intercept your traffic. Always try to verify the official network name with an employee before connecting, and never, ever do your banking or enter passwords on a public network without a VPN running. By taking charge of these settings, you're officially in the driver's seat of your digital life. You've learned how to disable auto join, tell the difference between that and forgetting a network, and manage how your phone handles hotspots and public Wi-Fi. Most importantly, you now know about the powerful privacy tools like private Wi-Fi address, iCloud Private Relay, and the crucial role of a VPN in protecting your data. Putting these tips into practice will finally stop those frustrating interruptions and give you a faster, more reliable, and way more secure connection. Your iPhone is an incredible device, and now you have the know-how to make its network behavior work for you, not against you. If this video helped you take back control of your iPhone's Wi-Fi, do me a favor and give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more tutorials that help you master your tech. Let me know in the comments which of these tips was a game changer for you, or if you have any other iPhone annoyances you want me to tackle next. Thanks for watching and stay secure.